All right, everyone. I'm here with one of my great clients, Ali, who has experienced some really awesome results on my program. So I've got her in today to talk about her experience. Ali, why don't you introduce yourself and tell everyone a little about yourself as well?
Hi, everybody. My name is Alison. I am now 41 years old. I started with Jean when I was 39. I am a mother of two kids, 7 and 11, and they are all consuming.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. Now, the first question I've got for you, Ali, is why don't you share with us what was the moment that made you sort of go, I need to work on my health and fitness, I need to become fitter and healthier, and I need some help with that?
Well, I brought a dress overseas, um, and it was for a wedding. And by the time the wedding came around, I think it was in the January, the wedding was in the March, my dress didn't fit. I was absolutely mortified that it didn't fit. It was the only dress I wanted to wear. I didn't have anything else in mind. Um, and I think that's when I realized that everything had got on top of me and I needed to make a change for myself to feel better and most importantly to fit into this dress.
You
Now, can I say for the women out there, there was a hidden zip, an invisible zip in the side. I could not do it up without painfully squeezing fat in the side of it. So that was horrible.
That's what I was going to mention. That's not something that I really understand, but you've told me that before, so I'm glad you mentioned that. Again, I can't relate, but I'm sure a lot of the mothers out there may be able to. And then you jumped on a program. What kind of results have you experienced since we started working together?
Well, I guess in my journey, it's been a long one now. It was meant to only be for about 6 to 8 weeks to get into this dress. But I enjoyed it so much and I did get a lot of benefit from it that I guess over 2 years, I am still on this journey and loving it. I have lost 9 kilos in total, but doing it a very healthy way and a way that I can maintain. I fit into the dress. I wore the dress to the wedding. And since then, I guess I've set other goals. So my next goal was to then feel comfortable in swimmers in Fiji. That was my next goal. And I'm sure since then, Jean and I guess we've both worked on what's next.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And what I'd like to ask you next is, what have you found that really works for you in the program? What do you like about the way I've structured my particular service?
That I can have dessert.
Yeah, yeah. And you like your Thai food as well, right?
Absolutely. So come Friday nights, it's Thai and ice cream. I do suffer for it the next day, but I do like that. I guess I've learned a lot more about nutrition and I do make healthier choices. And that so long as I eat well during the week, I can still have my treats and desserts on weekends. And I absolutely need that. If it was something where it was very strict and I couldn't enjoy those treats, I wouldn't still be here now doing it and I wouldn't be enjoying it as much.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I've said from the start, it's all about balance, and you find that Friday sort of cheat meal works for you. There's tons of ways to implement balance, but it's important to find a way that does work for the individual. So that's something that I really like about what we've been able to do and what a lot of the clients have been able to do is find the balance for them. My last question for you, Ali, is, as you know, things are pretty crazy right now with the COVID-19. But what really made me want to have this conversation with you was that you've decided that despite what's going on, and I understand your family has been hit by the effects of the pandemic, you made it a point to keep going with your training and make it a priority when a lot of people aren't. So why was that? Why have you decided to make your training and your health a priority even amongst the pandemic?
I think because it was something for me. Once I started to homeschool the kids, of course, the schools had stopped. My husband started working from home, and I felt like I was constantly at their beck and call 24/7. So I didn't have any release. Um, and I think doing the fitness and keeping it up not only makes me feel better, but also mentally, I was in a better position to be able to cope with this, I guess, and get through this like everybody else. And I think just feeling stronger, feeling better. I think that's probably about all.
Yeah,
I think.
absolutely. Yeah, cool. Well, you know, I think what's been really great for me is as we've gone through this journey together, we've very much come to the same page in that we both really value health and fitness and how it can impact our quality of life. So, you know, it made me so proud to hear that even though you were facing hardships like everyone else, you were going to make this work and make it a priority. And I think that's, you know, a lot of people could learn from that same sort of attitude. So I think that's fantastic. Ali, thanks so much for joining us and sharing your story. I'm sure you're going to inspire a lot of people to look after themselves, and I look forward to seeing you at the next session.
Very much.
See ya.